Yo, what's going on? What's happening? So for those that don't know, another tragic moment in Atlanta where a father of 20 children, and I did say 20 children, was shot and killed in downtown Atlanta, right near the Greyhound bus station. That's 20 children that won't have a father. And to my understanding, the dude was a pretty good guy. What was told is that he was actually picking up a bike, and I don't know, whoever did what they did to him, shot him in the face, and I think in the hand, on an arm, and he didn't survive. And this is another tragic moment that has gone down in Atlanta, but it's nothing new. That's real talk. A 44, if I'm not mistaken, he was 44 years old. You know what I'm saying? Man, shot and killed, father of 20, in downtown Atlanta, not too far away from the Greyhound bus station. And, one may ask, well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What is us black folks gonna do? About the senseless murders that occur. What are we gonna do? What is the solution, Langston? And my solution is nothing. There's nothing that we can do. There's nothing that I can do. That it's going to continue to go on and on and on. I believe I've done this video at the beach. A different guy, a little younger, man got shot and killed in Charlotte last week. I was at this same beach last week telling you all about a dude that got shot and killed in Charlotte. Straight up. Like, if I stay on YouTube and I continue to cover these stories, they're going to continue to go on and on and on, and nothing's going to change. I already said in the last video that I did about a dude that got shot in Charlotte and killed that this is a business. Straight up. And everybody gets paid. Straight up, this is real. Off of Black Death. And the reality of it is that's the reason why it's never gonna stop. Real talk. Because Black Death is a moneymaker. So the only thing that you can do, I would encourage you all to do, that's black, is to get out of these major cities, especially Atlanta. Stop. As Flavor Flav would say, don't believe the hype. Atlanta is not Black Hollywood. Atlanta is not Black Mecca. It is a city that once was, but now it's a trash dump. You know what I'm saying? It's a city that houses a bunch of misfits. Yeah, those black folks may look like us. They may walk and talk like us, but they not us. As Kendrick Lamar would say, they not like us. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy though. Man was 44 years old, father of 20 children. That's a lot of children, man. I'm trying to understand, how you had that much time on your hands to have that many children. But if I'm not mistaken, even though he was a father of 20, based on his children that spoke for him, on the news, they said that he was a good dad. He was a provider. He did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to bash the man because he had some children. You know what I'm saying? I might have not had that. I don't agree with having that many children, but at the same time, it is what it is. It was his choice. Now his children don't have a father. And it's a different name, different height, different weight, same color. That's the point. Same color skin. People ask me all the time, yo man, you know, Langston, your videos are starting to become redundant. Why don't you talk about something different? There is nothing to talk about that's different that's going on in the black community. And when I do step out and talk about something different, which is this, the elephant in the room, y'all don't want to hear it. Real talk. A man told me in the last video I did that, you know, because I drink coconut water. I climb up those trees and get coconuts. You know what I'm saying? Coconut trees. Get coconuts and bust them joints open. Drink the water and eat the flesh out of them. You know, God told me, smart ass, man, you should be focused on providing generational wealth. You should be at work so you can hand down money to your children instead of busting coconuts open. Whatever. I'm trying to give you another outlook in life, that you don't have to live in these major cities such as Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, Miami, Orlando, Houston, Austin, Dallas. You don't. And I'd rather be busting coconuts open instead of being in America getting my coconut head busted open by a bullet. Because those motherfuckers don't play nowadays. They bringing out assault weapons. And they trying to put a hole in any and everyone. Because they hurting their damn self. And hurt people do what? They hurt people. That's real talk. That's real shit. That's why I know pretty soon I gotta end this channel, because there is nothing else to talk about. I've already covered this 1,000 times over. Whether I was talking about someone, a black man being shot and killed in Charlotte, Atlanta, Florida, the list goes on. Black people ain't gonna do shit about it because they numb to it. And we tried any and everything. And people are not gonna change. And neither will the government intervene. And I continue to tell people it's not the police officer's job to bring about change in the black community. They're here to do their job. And that is arrest people. Lock up people. That's what their job is. You ever notice this? That dealing with the police cars, the squad cars, it used to be on the side. They had a slogan that said to protect and serve. Now they don't even have that shit up there anymore. I mean, even when they were so-called protecting and serving, you know, in our neighborhoods, they was doing the exact opposite. So it never meant too much to us anyway. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, this shit is going to continue to go on and on and on. And we as an individual, we have to get out there and change our lives and make a safe haven for our families. Straight up. The conscious community, man, it was good while it lasted. Now it's a thing of the past. But I do remember back in the days, we had this thing where we would say the only way that we're gonna get out of this situation is if we come together. Yeah, that might have been how it was, the remedy to all this gang violence and just violence, period. You know what I'm saying, in the streets. That might have been a remedy in the past, but now we're in the future. and we can't come together. It's impossible. And the reason why is because black people, we have different agendas. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to be free. Some people want to make money. Some people want to be exploited. Some people want to be famous. Some people want to be bums. Some people want to be drug addicts. We all in different, we walk different lives. You know, we choose different paths. So we all ain't gonna agree on shit. So what I would tell you is, it's time to go in survival mode. It's a thing called self-preservation. And that's what I'm preaching nowadays. Get out of the situation that you're in, the dangerous situation that you're in. Let me tell you something, man. If you live in a city, it's real shit. If you live in a city where you got to carry a gun everywhere you go, then you're living in the wrong fucking city. You're living in the wrong place. That's real shit. When I was living in Charlotte, I felt uncomfortable. I remember days when I fucked around and forgot my damn firearm. And I'm not lying. I'll be about 30 minutes away from home and I turn my black ass right around to get my shit. That's real shit. So if you're in a situation where you gotta carry a weapon with you wherever you go, your fucking head gotta be on a swivel wherever you go, you in the wrong place. That's real shit. The only thing I gotta worry about out here is birds shitting on my fucking forehead. Cause they may think this shit is a landing pad or some shit. Other than that, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. A few stingrays here and there. But for the most part, I don't have to worry about shit. That's real shit. That's real as real could get. Look at this. This is beautiful. And this is my reality, man. I hate to say it, but some of you all's reality is some shit that I never want to experience ever again. I know what it's like staying in the hood. I know what it's like staying around black people that's uneasy. You know what I'm saying? That's broke. That's broken in mind, body, and spirit. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like walking out in America in these big cities and shit and just having that mentality of like, yo, man, I don't know what to expect, you know, today. You never know. You could be in a good area and some shit pop off. You know what I learned? Downtown cities the downtowns in these specific cities, whether it be Atlanta or Charlotte, we call, you know, the downtown, uptown in Charlotte, man, that's where most of the shit be happening. And then you ask yourself, well, where the fucking cops at? Like, isn't it odd and suspicious that they are, it just seems like they allow all this shit to pop off and then they show up as usual late to pick up the pieces. That's real talk, man. That's real shit. I just did a video. This is my word. Just did a video. Last week. Same bat time. Same bat channel. No lie. I'm at the same beach. Talking about how a man lost his life in uptown Charlotte. And now I'm talking about how a man lost his life in downtown Atlanta. And I heard about Chicago. Chicago got busy this weekend. But that ain't nothing new. And then this is crazy about, what is it? Last week or the week before last, a family from Atlanta went up to Charlotte. I think it was the 4th of July weekend or something. They went up there, and the dude, the older guy, he's a pastor. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they went up there to have fun or whatever. And the two sons went out to party in Charlotte. One of them got killed. Yeah, man. I made a decision a couple months ago to leave America. And it was the best decision that I ever made. Because now they calling it like how they should have called it a long time ago. When these guys get out and start shooting up places, they call it mass shootings. Why would I want my children caught in the middle of that shit? You know what I'm saying? Here you are, you at a club, you just want to dance, you want to have fun, hanging out with your friends, and not knowing it's your last day on earth. You know what I'm saying? Or as an example, another example, the man that's 44 years old, father of 20, he might have got off the phone with one of his children, and you know, he's going to pick up a bike, and little did he know, this is his last day on earth. Life is short. Straight up. And you gotta practice self-preservation. That's real talk. I love the position that I put myself in as well as my family. And I'm safe. Now, of course, natural disasters can happen. And I'm not saying the country that I live in is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. But at least I took initiative to actually uproot my family out of the chaos and bring them to what is peaceful. It's only going to get worse in America, man. People are going to lose their jobs. More jobs are going to be lost. Food, the price of food is going up. It's going to go up. They said by the time, you know, these kids go back to school, the tariffs would kick in. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be expensive. People are going to be struggling. You're going to find motherfuckers running up in grocery stores and just snatching shit and walking the fuck out. Target stores, Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to be a big disaster. But oh no, they said America is the greatest country to live in. It's the richest country to live in. So why is it that the vast majority are broke? Why is it that you hear about black people getting shot and killed? If America's the richest country on the earth and the greatest place to live in, that shit is crazy. And don't give me that bullshit like, oh, well, you know, black people are just animals. No, we're not. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. Get out of the situation that you're in. If you got to carry a gun wherever you go, that ain't the best place to be. And I know some of you all may say, man, you know, Langston, man, everybody's not an entrepreneur like you. And, you know, it's easier said than done. You know, when you tell people to leave the country, make your own money. You're right. You're right. I agree with you on that. It is easier said than done. But I did it. And I'm a living proof, living example that shit can go down. And I got way more less than most of you all have. Some of you all got savings, 401ks and shit. You know, money stored here and there. Assets. You bring all that money together, all of the assets and everything that you got together, shit, you got about $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. That's a start. I can tell you, I didn't leave America with that much in my fucking pocket. So you gotta prioritize your life. Because life is worth living. That's real shit. I said in my mind, ain't no way in the fuck I'm gonna live like I was living in Charlotte. Stressed out. You know what I'm saying? And the rent going up, food going up, everything is going up. But things are not getting better. My quality of life is getting worse, and I'm paying more for it. That's crazy. That's crazy work to me. Shit, if I'm gonna struggle, this is my word. If I'm gonna struggle, I struggle in a place like this. Real talk. Where at least at the end of the day, I could go to the beach and lay out and be just fine. Get a peace of mind. But I can't live like you all, man. In a hostile environment, paying for that shit? I'm paying for my hell? I'm paying to live in hell? That's crazy to me, man. No way. There's no way possible I could do that. But to each his own. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. You do what you want to do with your life. I can't tell you what to do. The only thing I can do is motivate and inspire you. And that's it. That's what I'm here for. That's the only purpose I serve. You know? And ain't no bullshit to me. I'm not trying to run game on you. This ain't no proxy scheme. You know, this ain't no cult and shit. Like, I'm trying to get y'all to come down here so, you know, I can take your money and nah, it's just, I know you're not used to it, and I know the type of environment that you come from. You know what I'm saying? I'm sincere, even though it may appear that I'm not, because you're so used to listening and hanging around people that ain't worth shit, that always want something from you, that's willing to take from you, even your family. I get it. I ain't one of them. Straight up. Make the best of your life. Make that shit fucking happen, man. If you're not happy where you at, leave. Fuck everything else, man. That's real shit. You don't owe nobody a goddamn thing. Even if you do. Even if you in debt. You got credit cards and this and that and so forth. Man, what the fuck is most important? You paying a fucking credit card off or your fucking life? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to say it and continue to say it. When you leave out of this fucking, out of the country, they don't deal with no fucking credit scores and do you got good credit and none of that shit. It's either you got the money or you don't. If you got it, you in, no matter what it is. If you don't, then you out. That plain and simple. Only America be dealing with them fucking credit cards and credit scores and shit. Or mostly European countries. Other than that, fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody with that bullshit. Yo, live your life, man. I hope this inspires you, man. Straight up. Beautiful day out here, man. Do what you gotta do to make your life beautiful. Other than that, Langston, 2092. Out.